So you graduate or finish Markham in the ninth grade. Did you graduate or?
Graduate. I graduated from all the way to high school. And had I actually to go to scholarship, with scholarship for a while at FSU, fucked up, went to the penitentiary, manufacturing.
Okay, so what happens after the ninth grade? Which high school you go to?
Okay, after the ninth grade, I was still balling for Will Rogers. Let me share this with you right quick, true story. All my Pop Warner years, we had the Watts Wildcats, then we had the Pathfinders, then you had Enterprise Broncos, then you had Antis Park had a team. What made it great for us in that era in the 70s was the sheriffs literally had programs to keep our asses out of the streets or keep us from gang banging. So a lot of cats during that era had choices. As today, they don't have these choices. The sheriffs put up all the money, provided all the money for the programs and funding for sports when it came out of these communities. You remember that shit, man? And it's crazy how we don't have that anymore.
They even had boxing programs.
Everything, bro. So now, by me being in them programs, I played Pop Warner all the way from 10, like 9, 10 years old, all the way. So I played all the way to Will Rogers. It was funny and ironic because the niggas I played football with on my football team was my ops. At least 6 or 7 cats on the team was my ops. All the rest of them was just cats from all over Watts and the east side or west side, or the coaches would have recruited from another team. But primarily, I had to go to football practice at Will Rogers, practice with the Grape Street niggas that I'm gang banging with. During practice, we on the team. Soon practice over with, we creep over here, we gang bang against each other.
So how does the coach deal with that? Coach is aware, like, I got some Bloods, I got some Crips, right? What's the coach doing to make sure everybody's in line? Because it's all about football for him.
Because that's what they told us. When you get here, you're a team. God damn it, that's all I want to hear, that's all I want to know. And that's what we did. That's why we did it that way. When we got on the field, we were together. You feel me? I used to have to block for niggas. It was my ops. Or they had to block for me because I played utility. I played wide receiver, quarterback, cornerback, you know what I mean? So it was just crazy, bro, growing up, but it was real. During my ninth grade year now, at this time, Jordan had just took CIF, 78. They just took CIF, they were smashing shit. Jordan and Locke High School was smashing everything. I always wanted to play for the Saints because they had a bad team. Great coaching, and then most of they players were leaving from Locke straight to Southwest getting recruited into college. And so that was my whole plan, leave from Locke to Southwest. So Jordan High School ended up snatching me. They wanted me. So my 10th grade year, I'm going to play ball for Jordan. In my mind, I don't know how this is gonna work out because I'm a known fucking banger from Nixon Garden. Them niggas gonna try to kill me over here on this side of town, trying to play ball for Jordan. Them niggas ain't finna go for that. You feel me? So I'm like, shit. So I said, fuck it, I tried it anyway. So it was only in my generation. Now in the first generation, it was a few of my big homies went to Jordan High School. My big homie, one of my big homies went up there and turned the whole school out one time, you feel me? But it was a few of my big homies went to Jordan High School doing that because I say Watts was together. But by the time it got to our era, we couldn't go to Jordan. It was a no-no now. Unless you was just a ball player from Nixon and you was known as cool, that's the only way you was getting the pass to go to Jordan High School.
And for those who don't know, who live outside of LA County, Jordan High School is dominated by who?
Straight Grape Street. That's their home. That's their backyard. Then you jump over the wall. You in the projects. Straight up. That's like going to Vermont Day and jump over the projects in the wall. You in the Nickerson.
There's no excuse to be late to school if you going to Jordan and living in.
Ain't no excuse, bro. None. That motherfucker there to sit right in the Jordans, right in the housing projects. You feel me? But that was all predominant Grape Street school, man. All grapes, first time Mafias, the Baby Lopes. It was backed up. Watts Video Grapes was back then. So it was the WBGs, the first time Mafias, you know what I mean? 10-8s, 110, some of the PJs, you know, that was their school. But predominantly the Grape Streets ran that some bitch, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, I got recruited to Jordan High School. So my first year, I said, fuck, all right, I'm gonna do it. I went on and played. I went to a couple of practices. Niggas looking at me, staring at me, and shit on field. Now mind you, I'm finna take my same training that I started at Will Rogers Park, and I think I'm finna take it to Jordan High School. I started to when I was the first blood in football in Pop Warner that started to wear the red flag off the back of the helmet. I would iron my flag early in the morning with my uniform, crease it all up, and I stuck it in the back of my helmet like a tail. And then I tied one on my leg. I was the first blood that started that trend.
And, and no one warned you that might not be a good idea if you want to play football here in Georgia?
Never warned me about that because I started it in Pop Warner at the parks. So now you seen cats from Anthony's Park at the games, niggas. You start seeing bloods wearing red flags. Dudes from Bethune, different parks from different teams, they start doing it. It was either red or burgundy, you know what I mean? Or the color of their uniform. So anyhow, I'm at Jordan High School, and the day that we're about to get equipment, because I'd have been to this, we went to Hell Week for 2 weeks, so I made it through Hell Week. I would go to practice. After practice, I would creep. As soon as I leave practice, I wouldn't go to the locker room with everybody else. I would go on the creep, jump on the bus, and shoot to the straight down 103rd, get off the bus on Compton Avenue, and then stroll on to the hood. I did this for 2 straight weeks without getting caught up, but niggas was looking at me. And certain cats, you can hear them whispering or saying my name, yeah, that's him. But nobody moved on me yet. So now it's me, Renzi, Frankie Hood, OG Frankie Hood, OG Lumpy. But I used to pick them up for school and we all walked, the homie Chalk, rest in peace. Renzi's brother, Chocolate, rest in peace. We all went to school. Now, the gym boys went there and they got a pass because they was gym boys. They was the homies, but they didn't fuck with them. They were sports players. And that was Big Gerald, my relative Amanor, Big Kevin, Joe. All of them went there. So this particular day that I supposed to get my equipment, we getting padded up now. This particular day, we on our way to school early one morning. We fuck around, chase this nigga named Joe from Grape Street, Lil Joe. I didn't know the nigga had a brother named Big Joe. And Big Joe was one of the star players on the varsity team at that time in my 10th grade year, and I'm finna play for Jordan. I don't know this. So we chased this nigga Joe through Markham. He hit the gate on, we hit the gate right behind. We chased the nigga. He run up in the class, we run up in the class, mop him up. We mopped this nigga on up, we gangbang on to Jordan. Now mind you, we just jumped on the Grape Street. Little baby low, known, beat him up, left there, we went to school. The day we went to school, I gotta stay for football practice. The home we used to leave early at a certain time, like after lunch, right before school let out, we'll meet up, link up, and we'll leave. And we used to hit the alleys on, like we'll leave, we'll mob out or mob down 103rd a couple times. We done went down 103rd where we done got into it with certain niggas, or we had to hit the alleys on them. But you could tell the buildup was getting there. Like these niggas knew, man, these bounty hunter niggas is going out of school. Nigga, what's happening? We can't have this shit. So here I come, prancing my ass in school at lunchtime. I walk right up to the line to get me a burrito. The homie David Curtis from Fuzztown Mafia, rest in peace, solid individual from over there. Shout out to Dave, man. Dave was standing in the line, him and Jesse Murray and his brother. They standing in the line. So I walked up to him, told him to ask the niggas for cuts right quick. So I walked up to him and get cuts because I was cool with it, they was from the other side, they was Crips, but we kind of got along with the Fudge Towns, you know what I mean? Because they was cool as opposed to the Grape Street. Like certain cat, we still had that Watts connection. Like certain dudes, we would give each other passes basically because we was cool. You know what I mean? Like David Curtis was a good dude, man. He was a good dude, period, man. Jesse Murray, all the Murrays, man, they was good dudes. Johnny Murray, they was good dudes, and then they played sports. So they wasn't really, they was torn between gangbanging and sports just like me. I get to the school day and like I said, I walk up to the line to get my burrito, pay the lady, get my burrito, give me a coffee cake, the big coffee cakes in the burrito. I turn around, I go to sit down at the table. When I turned around, I literally see my relative Amanor, I see Big Kevin, Big Gerald to my right. I nod my head to him and I walk on over to the next table. They walking to get in line to get their lunches. Oh, and the homie Big Tommy, rest in peace. So as soon as I sit at the table, I'm waiting for the rest of the other couple of homies to come out. You know what I'm saying? Who go there with me. So as soon as I sit at the table, I sit my burrito down, sit the coffee cake down. It's 2 females over here that I know from Mona Park area that I know. I speak to them and then I turn around, my attention is on them, so I'm talking to them and clowning with them. So I pick my burrito, pack up, open it up, split it, put my finger in the burrito, to put the hot sauce in the middle of it, right? And as I'm doing that, I looked up, I get swarmed on, just like this. Niggas hit me like in a V. Hey man, hey nigga, your name CJ? Call you BJ, you CJ, homie? For the Knicks? I go, yeah, nigga, wow, what's happening? Nigga said, yeah, man, you niggas jumped on my brother. And as I'm saying, well, nigga, who is your brother? And I'm going to stand up, nigga fired on me. Bam, again. Remember I said, I can count on one hand how many times I'd have been fired on, or if niggas done got the drop on me, he was the second nigga got the drop on me. Nigga Joe from Grape Street fired on me in the throat. Boom, when he hit me in the throat, I spit on him. And I went to go rush this nigga, and I looked up, all them niggas came at me like a bumblebee. So boom, I blended it up a little bit with him, mixed it up, got up out of there, shot to the office. Man, I gotta get up out of here. I told the principal, Jordan, hey man, this ain't gonna work, man. He said, but come on, man, give it a try. I said, you don't understand, bro. I don't belong over here. I don't even supposed to be here. I'm gone, man. I'm going to lock, man. I'm out of here. That's when I went to play for the Saints. But my homeboy, Daryl Divinity, carried the team back then. He played for him. He was a star running back. Daryl Divinity was the shit, you know what I mean? Joe Buckley, Steve Parsley, you know what I mean? Them dudes was the shit, man. Them dudes was ball players, and I played ball with them coming up. So a lot of them cats, that's why I say we had alliances. But the gangbangers, the actual gang members, I didn't have no alliance with. We was enemies. We was ops. Young niggas coming up. So they was trying to get their name in the ranking just like I was trying to get mine. So anytime I was seen, motherfuckers was on me. I see them, I'm on them. Same way.